What if everything you've been told about building wealth is backwards? What if the people telling you it's complicated are the same people profiting from your confusion? J.L. Collins wrote The Simple Path to Wealth as letters to his daughter, not to teach her how to get rich, but to teach her how to be free. Financial independence isn't about the biggest portfolio or flashiest lifestyle. It's about having enough to say no to anything that doesn't serve you. It's about buying back your time, your choices, your life. And the path? Shockingly simple. Today we're breaking down 8 lessons from this book that the financial independence community swears by. And lesson 7 reveals the silent mistakes that destroy more wealth than market crashes ever could. Quick question. What does financial freedom mean to you? Is it quitting your job, working less, never worrying about money? Drop a comment, because this video isn't about getting rich, it's about getting free. If you want the clearest path to financial independence, no complexity, no BS, just what actually works, hit like. Subscribe to Minecraft, and let's break this down. Lesson 1. Master money, or it masters you. Money is the single most powerful tool we have for navigating this world, and most people ignore it. They avoid thinking about it because it stresses them out. They hope it'll just work itself out. But Collins learned the hard way, when you don't master money, money masters you. If you choose to master it, money becomes a wonderful servant. If you don't, it will surely master you. Think about people trapped in jobs they hate because they need the paycheck. Can't leave toxic situations because they can't afford to walk away. Living paycheck to paycheck, despite earning 6 figures. That's what it looks like when money controls you. When you understand money, where it goes, how it grows, what it costs to live, you flip the script. Money stops being pressure and becomes a tool for peace. Financial independence starts here. Not with $1 million portfolio, but with the decision to stop running from money and start understanding it. Lesson 2. FU money, your first step to financial independence. Before thinking about retiring early or building wealth, Collins says one milestone matters most. FU money. FU money comes in 2 forms. First, there's your emergency fund, 3 to 6 months of expenses sitting in cash. This is your buffer, your breathing room, the cushion that means a bad boss doesn't own you, a layoff doesn't break you, and life's emergencies don't force you into debt. That's starter FU money, and it changes everything immediately. But the ultimate FU money, that's full financial independence. Enough invested so you never have to work again. The point where you can walk away from anything permanently. Collins is blunt about what matters most. There is nothing I'd rather buy or own than FU money. With it, the world's possibilities are endless. Here's why this matters. Financial independence isn't one giant leap. It's a series of milestones, and too many people skip the first one. The emergency fund, chasing the big number decades away. Don't do that. Your first goal is simple. Save 3 to 6 months of expenses. That's your foundation. That's the moment you stop making decisions from fear and start making them from strength. Once you have that buffer, you're no longer a slave to your circumstances. You're free to choose. And that freedom, even before full FI, is priceless. Lesson 3. The Monk and Minister. Freedom through simplicity. Collins opens with a parable. 2 childhood friends meet after years apart. One's a monk living on rice and beans. The other's a wealthy minister to the king in fine robes. The minister says, "If you could learn to cater to the king, you wouldn't have to live on rice and beans." The monk smiles. "If you could learn to live on rice and beans, you wouldn't have to cater to the king." That's the heart of financial independence. Wealth isn't about what you earn. It's about how little you need. We've watched celebrities earn hundreds of millions and still go bankrupt. People making $200,000 who are just as trapped as someone making $40,000. Every upgrade comes with invisible chains. Bigger house, higher taxes, maintenance, furniture, luxury car, premium gas, expensive insurance, repairs. The less you need, the faster you reach financial independence. Living simply isn't sacrifice. It's clarity, time over toys, freedom over appearances. Lesson 4. The simple formula. Your path to financial independence. The entire book in one sentence. Collins says, spend less than you earn, invest the surplus, avoid debt. That's it. That's the path thousands have used to retire early and design lives they actually want. Collins recommends saving 50% of your income, if possible. Not 10%, 50%. The beauty of a high savings rate is twofold. You learn to live on less even as you have more to invest. At 10% savings, 30 to 40 years to financial independence. At 50%, 11 to 15 years. That's retiring at 40 instead of 65. Can everyone save 50%? No. But the principle holds: higher savings rate equals faster freedom. You can't earn your way to financial independence if you spend everything. But when you save and invest consistently, even modest amounts become extraordinary. Every dollar you don't spend is a seed. Plant enough and the garden grows itself. Lesson 5. Index funds, the financial independence community's secret weapon. You're saving money. Now, where do you invest it? Most people freeze. They think they need to pick stocks, time the market, or hire expensive advisors. Collins says you don't need any of that. The stock market always goes up over time. Not every week or year, but over decades it climbs. Why? Because the market represents human progress. As long as people keep inventing and building, the market grows. But most people think they need to pick winners. Find the next Apple, avoid the next Enron. Collins says don't even try. No one can reliably pick individual stocks over time. No one can reliably pick winning fund managers. The solution? Index funds. Instead of gambling on which companies will win, own them all. One index fund tracking the entire stock market, thousands of companies at once, for almost no cost. Collins recommends Vanguard's Total Stock Market Index Fund, VTSAX or VTI. But any broad low-cost index fund works. Fidelity and Schwab have versions too. Here's what makes this powerful. You own a piece of every publicly traded company in America, around 4,000 businesses. When some fail, they drop out and get replaced automatically. When others explode with growth, you capture it all. The index is self-cleansing. You're not betting on which companies win. You're betting that American innovation keeps moving forward. Low costs, broad exposure, zero drama. This boring, simple strategy has powered the financial independence movement for decades. Quick pause. By now you've learned about FU money, the 50% savings target, and index funds. Which one are you focusing on first? Drop a comment. Hit like if this is making sense, and subscribe to Mindcraft. Let's keep going. Lesson 6. The 4% rule. Calculate your freedom number. You're saving and investing. Now the big question: how much do you need to be financially independent? The 4% rule. If you can live on 4% of your portfolio per year, you're financially independent. The math: spend $40,000 yearly. Need $1 million invested. Spend $60,000. Need $1.5 million. Spend $80,000. Need $2 million. Formula: annual expenses times 25 equals your FI number. Once you know this number, financial independence stops being vague and becomes calculable. You know exactly where you're going and how far you have left. This separates people who hope they'll retire from people who know they will. Calculate your number. Track progress. The path to freedom becomes clear. Lesson 7. Stay the course. What not to do. Most people don't fail because they don't know what to do. They fail because they do the wrong things when fear kicks in. 3 massive mistakes. Mistake number 1. Hiring financial advisors. Most don't beat the market. They charge 1% to 2% in fees that quietly eat returns. It's your money and no one will care for it better than you. Mistake number 2. Picking stocks or timing the market. Before trying to beat Warren Buffett, ask, am I Warren Buffett? If no, stick with index funds. While stepping out when it's high and back in when it's low sounds appealing, it is almost impossible to do. Mistake number 3. Panicking during crashes. When the market drops 30% to 50%, people panic and sell, locking in losses forever. In March 2020, COVID crashed the market 34%. Those who sold stayed broke. Those who stayed invested fully recovered in 5 months and hit new highs. This will be much harder than you think. People around you will panic. The news media will scream, sell, sell, sell. Winners stay invested. They keep buying. Crashes are sales, the world's best companies on discount. Staying the course matters more than perfect optimization. Lesson 8. Freedom is the real wealth. Your strategy evolves over time. While building wealth, still working decades ahead, Collins recommends keeping 100% in stock index funds. That's your growth engine. As you approach financial independence and start living off your investments, add bond index funds for stability. Maybe 75% in stock index funds, 25% in bond index funds. Enough stock index funds for growth, enough bond index funds to smooth the ride. The key? Match your portfolio to your temperament, not just your timeline. If crashes make you panic, dial back your stock index fund allocation. The best allocation keeps you invested through chaos. Collins discovered after decades, money can buy many things, but nothing more valuable than your freedom. Financial independence was never about the money, it was always about the life it gives you back. So what should you do with these 8 lessons? Use them as your map. First, figure out where you are. Track your spending, calculate your net worth, and get honest about your money. Second, decide where you want to go. Calculate your FI number using the 4% rule. That's your target. Third, build the habits that move you there. Save aggressively. Invest in index funds. Avoid debt. Stay the course. Imagine 10 years from now, checking your portfolio and realizing you've crossed into financial independence. Not because you got lucky or timed the market perfectly, but because you played the long game. No announcement, no flex. Just quiet, compounding progress, building freedom in the background. Because the path to financial independence isn't hidden. It's simple. Spend less than you earn. Invest the surplus in index funds. Avoid debt. Stay calm during crashes. Be patient. Collins spent decades learning this. You just learned it in 11 minutes. The question is, what will you do with it? If this video helped you see the path more clearly, hit like so it reaches more people seeking freedom. Subscribe to Minecraft for honest money guidance. And drop a comment telling me which lesson hit hardest and the one move you're making this month. This is Minecraft, where ideas become action and action becomes your future.